Let's slow down for just a moment and sit with Jesus. It's easy to think of him only in terms of miracles, the cross, or the empty tomb, and rightly so. But before all of that, Jesus entered this world in the most ordinary way imaginable. He was born into a family. He had a mother who held him, fed him, worried about him, and watched him grow. He learned to walk. He learned to speak. He lived in a home, slept, woke up to new mornings, and grew up just like every other child. Scripture tells us that he grew in wisdom and stature, and in favor with God and men. He knew what it was to be fully human, and yet, at the very same time, he was fully God. John 1:14 tells us, "And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we saw his glory, glory as of the only begotten from the Father, full of grace and truth." That verse never stops being astonishing. God did not shout to us from heaven. He came near. He lived among us. He stepped into our world and experienced life the way we do. Jesus knew hunger and weariness. He knew joy and friendship. He knew rejection and sorrow. He knew what it meant to obey, to wait, and to trust the Father in quiet, unseen years. When he speaks to us, he does so as one who understands us completely, not from a distance, but from shared experience. The Christmas story is all about the birth of Jesus Christ, God's Son who stepped into our world, walked among us, and revealed the heart of the Father. It also reminds us about his suffering and death on the cross, his burial in the tomb, and the glorious truth of his resurrection. It is a quiet reminder that Jesus did not remain in the grave, but rose again, offering grace, forgiveness, and new life to all who believe. The cross shows us the depth of his love. The tomb reminds us that he truly died. And the resurrection declares that death did not have the final word. The same Jesus who once lay in a manger and later lay in a borrowed grave now lives forever. As we sit with Jesus, we're reminded that our faith is not built on myth or symbolism alone, but on a real life, a real death, and a real resurrection. He entered our story so that we could enter his. He became like us so that we might be made new in him. So today, take a moment to rest in that truth. Jesus knows what it is to be human. He knows how we feel. He knows our struggles with temptation. Hebrews 4:15 says, "For we do not have a high priest who cannot sympathize with our weaknesses, but one who has been tempted in all things as we are, yet without sin." He also knows what it is to overcome sin and the grave, and he invites us gently and patiently to sit with him and to trust him with our lives. Merry Christmas.